Is enjoying American culture wanting to be white?
I just can't stand to be black.
Or does it allow you to add to the diversity of the American culture? Why is there so much negativity with wanting to be American? Is it because people assume you're trying to be white? That seems to be the case, at least in the Valley, when you tell people that you identify as American. If you don't identify yourself as Mexican, you are assumed as wanting to be a gringo. What they forget is that American culture is a diverse mixture of almost every culture in the world. Not just Anglo-Saxon culture, but Indian, British, Mexican, Asian, and Spanish. My personal experience when facing this problem happened a lot in high school, and even in the university. From the way I dress, to how long I grow my hair, to the music I listen to, and to the entertainment I choose to enjoy or not enjoy. I would get comments about how I wasn't Mexican enough. It pissed me the hell off when people would give me those snobbish comments because they think I'm trying to distance myself from my heritage, when in actuality I'm adding my Hispanic heritage to the already diverse American culture. In no way am I disparaging my Hispanic ancestry by saying I'm a proud American, but it is the place where I was born and raised, and it doesn't matter my race or color. How are we going to merge our culture with others in America when we're too proud for our own good? Segregating each other on how Mexican one can be. To me, enjoying or merging into American culture adds to its diversity without taking anything away from Mexican culture.
It was different back then. Back then, Latinas weren't trying to be white like they are now. You know you dye your hair. Don't make me turn on the lights on. I'll find your ass. Pink. Leave your hair, cabrona, leave your hair the natural color. Leave it. No one will ever convince you for being blonde, please. You got blonde hair and black fucking arm hair. That's shit. As soon as you talk, they'll give yourself away. What are you looking at, bitch?
Oh, wait a minute. You're not one of us, goddammit.
What's your name, Socorro?
Oh no, come here. You're going to the main office. Desiree, can you take Sakuro out of here, please?
And save your eyebrows. Quit plucking them. That shit does not look good. Half the girls are clapping. The other half. You're gonna look like your aunt that's all bitter with the two lines. It looks like she's going downhill on a bike fast.
What do you think it means to be Mexican?
I guess your culture, what you learn in your family.
What would you define that culture to be?
Celebrations, traditions, dances, expressions.
What do you think it means to be American?
Just to be born in the US and to at least have lived 5 years in the country.
Well, what do you think it means to be Mexican American?
For example, me, I grew up in Mexico. And then I came here to the US and I started adding all these cultures, all these traditions, all these celebrations that I learned to live with and I grew up with now.
So does your Mexican family pressure you?
No, I just don't care.
Would you say it would be impossible to consider yourself fully American but still follow the Mexican culture? Do you have to be Mexican American to follow the Mexican culture at the same time while being American?
No, I don't think so. I think that within your culture, you're also around the American culture. So being Mexican American doesn't mean that, oh, you have to be, you're considered American. You're still Mexican. You're still celebrating the traditions. It's in your blood.
So how would you say you formed your identity throughout the years in the borderlands, with influences such as the American culture and the Mexican culture?
I'd say because there's a lot of dominantly Mexican tradition and culture values down here, I kind of reached beyond the borderlands in that I became more Americanized, again, through pop culture, my taste in music, my taste in movies, my taste in public speakers as far as what can be associated with my path in life, and that's to be a public speaker. So I focused a lot on American ideals and the way that people think as far as shaping their intellect and their determination and their willpower.
Have you ever struggled with your identity? Has anybody ever made you doubt how American you are or how Mexican you are?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's a stigma when you don't automatically know what someone's saying in Spanish, or when you can't relate to Mexican artifacts and Mexican icons as far as pop culture and music or food or traditions or religious beliefs go. But it doesn't matter too much to me because everyone comes from a different background, and tradition is just a habit that continues in celebration. So if I'm not celebrating, it's not my tradition.
Alrighty.
The United States of America, on our worst day, is better than any other country on their best day. Period. End of story. End of story. Period.
What do you think it means to be American?
It doesn't have to mean that you're white complected or dark. It just means living here in the U.S.
Have you ever struggled with your identity? Have you ever struggled with your identity?
Yeah.
It's almost a curse to be black and dark skinned. I think if I were white, everything would be okay. I would not hate myself, and I'd feel a lot better about myself, and all my problems would go away.
So, Lawrence, you hate yourself?
Yes.
Do you hate other black people, too?
Yes.
Why do you hate black people?
I think it's oppressing the black race. I think the way we, as a whole, carry ourselves, the way we're predicted, it's a curse to be black.
It's a curse to be black?
Yes.
So I'm sitting here just cursed to damnation?
Not you. I would consider you in the other category.
I'm an other?
Yes. Like me, in a different category.
So we're different, we're others?
Yes.
And what does your family think about this?
They don't understand it. My mom and dad abandoned me, so I don't really deal with them. But my grandmother, she just doesn't understand it, but she wants me to learn.
Your mom and dad abandoned you?
Yes.
And they're black? Do you have anything to do with why you don't like black people, maybe? I'm not the therapist, but ding, ding, maybe?
It stems from a long history, so maybe, I'm not sure. The white looks to me, it looks really good. I look like I'm a real person to me. I look a lot better and feel a lot better. I'll be white on the outside.
The transformation was complete, and Lawrence set off to walk a day in the shoes of a white man.
I'm ready to go out and show the world the new me. I saw a homeless man. I saw how he felt. I mean, just a few hours ago I was black, and I know how that feels. If I would have been a black man giving a homeless guy a couple of dollars, I think he would have just threw it down.
Even though he wasn't ready, it was time for Lawrence to take the makeup off.
This feels terrible. My life is back to normal. It's over. Back to where it was earlier today. It's back to ugly old me. Being white was all I thought it would be. I had a good day for once in my life. I don't know if I'm ready to be black again. I don't know if I can face tomorrow.
I didn't think you looked like a white man, to be honest. I think Todd Tucker's an amazing makeup artist, but I don't think you looked white, but you felt white.
Yes.
And I want to talk about how you felt, because it seems like it's more here than here.
Was something done to you when you were young to make you feel this way?
Yes, all my life my family told me, most white people, they can say what they want to say. If my mother went somewhere when I was younger, you would never know she was a racist. But when she came in them walls to my home, don't mess with black people, they're bad, they're wrong. When really it was the white people who was telling to be hateful.
But you're following in her footsteps because you're a racist too.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I don't you have no, I'm not.
Hijo de tu madre, ven a ayudarme. Sírvete tú. ¿Qué, te crees muy? Mi hijo es bien bueno, me ayuda en la casa. Es buen estudiante. Cabrón, ¿cuántas veces te tengo que decir que tires la basura? Y sí, siempre me anda ayudando. Es buen niño. Pero ya vas a ver, ya vas a ver. Con mi chancla voladora te alcanzo. Dios, ¿qué hice para merecer esto? ¿Cómo que that's weird? ¿Qué es eso? Para que aprendas a hablar, cabrona. ¿Qué?